So given the journey, and I know like Safety First Aquatics is your oldest one, so I just want to dive in a little bit more about it because on the previous episodes we talked about finding business opportunities, right? I know for a fact when you first entered, you saw a problem. So we kind of want to like know your mental model in valuing these opportunities and also how you combat competition. Because with swimming lessons, right, you know that there's like also the YMCA's of the world, right? You can also book a lesson directly online from other service provider. So how did you evaluate? Well, when you first saw the opportunity, how did you evaluate and how did you commit to it? And put your effort, sure, put your effort into it so that you will stick with it through the entire time instead of rather just giving up.
My initial entrepreneurial approach was vastly different than what anybody or the lean startup recommends. On that note, I just kind of decided to do it. The thing that was interesting about Swim Lessons is that it's a hybrid between a gig marketplace and between an established service. So there's not much research that needs to go into it. You know that you're going into a fairly competitive market. You know that the consumer demand is there. You know what the price point is for it. There's no product market fit. It's about whether you can actually build a business and simply take market share through delivering a quality product, through effective advertising and stuff like that. What really allowed me to commit to it was, I would say, our numbers last year and this year. I mean, I've always been a little bit on the border about it specifically, but at the beginning of last season, as we started to really invest into scaling our Google ads, our Facebook ads, building out the processes for 10,000 and not for 100, running through the process 100 times versus 1,000, 1,000, 10,000 times. A good example of that being contractor payments. How can I go through contractor payments quickly? Do I need an automated system? Do I just do it all on a Saturday by hand? And once we automated it or turned it over to an invoice system where they're invoicing us, I mean, get through it in an hour or two tops. It's not that bad. I think the drive that really came from overall for all the ventures is just, when it comes down to it, a fear of failure. I don't want to there's too many opportunities in the world to do something that really makes a difference or a change, and running startups is way too much fun. It's hectic, it's crazy, there's a lot to do, and you get to build some really cool things and be on the front of innovation, and you get to see the very edge of creativity of what people think is insane, but it's really not so far-fetched. I would say that that's what keeps me in it.